What up, gamers? Friends here, and welcome back to Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. So last time we did Your Name Is, and in this video we'll be doing Your Name Is because I need to do the true password for me to move on to 12. But yeah, I'll try my best to finish everything off here in this video. But yeah, I did look it up. I tried my best in the previous video to find out what the true password is, because right now our hint for the true password is Baphomet Ardalite believed names to be of great significance, and I could not figure it out, but when I looked it up, I guess it makes sense, and I will input it here when I get back into it. But also, before we do put the true password here,
I'll tell you the hint once more.
there are some I think I might have missed out on, even some
again.
Easter eggs too.
The password.
So I think from what I saw on the internet, typing in mono, tetra, and Enea, I think, will actually do something, and also the serial number too for a Drytzen. But let me see about that mono. Oh wait, had caps on mono.
Incorrect. Though I suppose that would be your brother's name according to a different convention.
Okay, that's a different dialogue. Brother's name. The thing is, Mono's a girl.
However, there is no machine with such a name. As
Oh,
my records show, at least.
Wow. Dang. Look at that. Mono, tetra, and Enea. Dang, that's so crazy, man. Flashbacks. But once again, I am kind of like confused on the timeline now, because it doesn't make any sense. It feels like this is a variant of Iolan where Baphomet, I guess, maybe has a different backstory. Wow.
Please try again. The password.
And then I'm guessing typing like Tetra and Enea will be the same too, right?
Incorrect. Though I suppose, however,
Yeah.
as
It'll be the same
my
thing.
records show,
Man, that's
at
so
least.
cool to see them again. Man. References.
Please try
If you don't
again.
know, those characters were from the first Shadowverse game.
Password.
And I think typing in the serial number works, but I'm gonna have to type it manually. So it's a P13-118 4512 25205. So 25205 -01.
Incorrect. Well, you are not wrong, per se. P13-1184512225205051. That is indeed your serial number.
Yes.
However, it is not the correct answer in my heart. I gave you a name. As my sister. Please try again. The password is...
So yeah, I think I've done all the other ones. Man, that is so cool to see. Oh, you know what? Hold on. What is his name? Nicola. Do you think? Not Nicholas. Nicola.
You seem nervous.
No.
Please try again.
The Nicola doesn't work. And I'm guessing I typed in Persephone right. I think, right? Hold on. That was also like a creation of Baphomet in the first game. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Tisiphone. I put an O. Tisiphone.
You seem nervous.
No, that doesn't work out.
The
Wow, so
password
it's just Mono, Tetra, and Enea for like that reference there. Okay. Well, yeah, I think that's all I can think of when it comes to the non-true password. But yeah, like I said before, I did look it up, and the true password is actually Drytzen, but Ardalite. I did not think about putting the last name there. And hopefully I spelled that right, did I? I hope so. Oh boy.
Password verified.
Okay.
Requesting unrestricted access to Hekatos. Output limiters removed.
But yeah, I believe I put in all the, possible combinations. Maybe I might have missed out on some. But yeah, those are the ones I can, find so far within like maybe less than a week of this game being released. I'm not sure if like other people found more, but that's what I found.
Password. Dryton Ardalite. Total access granted. Hekatos online.
Oh yeah, what if I put
Output,
Hekatos?
99%.
I mean, that would sound stupid for a password, but you know, it's like putting your username as a password.
100%.
Dang, look at that.
200%.
Wow.
500%.
Dude, look at that. Dryton Ardalite.
Output is 100,000 times restricted levels.
What's going on?
It would seem you've discovered the true password. The one intended by our creator. He believed names to be of great significance. And he thought of you as family, which can only mean one thing. As you've correctly guessed, you have a family name. As do the twins
Man.
and the rest of us. Thanks to your
I would have
brilliant
never thought
insight,
about that.
I can now fully utilize
Like, maybe I
my
would.
power.
But like the last name just did not come to my mind.
The power invested in me to protect you, my baby sister.
Aw.
Doctor.
I'm sure he would appreciate it if you called him father. We may be human and machine, or somewhere in the middle, but we are family nonetheless.
All right.
Special ammo Eumenides loaded. Ready to fire in 10. Take aim, Dryton.
Ooh.
I can't.
What?
Dryton.
I know. I know I have to. I know it's what you want. I just... Father's gone. Neo. Vera. They're all gone. I can't lose you, too. I don't want to be alone.
You won't be alone. I wouldn't normally share mere speculation, but according to my calculations, we have far more than the required output to pierce N's barrier. At 1000% output, if we concentrate our force on destroying N's inner core, it may not be entirely out of the realm of possibility that I survive.
What? Really?
What if she's just saying that?
It may be possible, is all I'm saying. And even if I do survive, it'll be but a sliver of my data.
That could be it. Like I said before, I haven't heard Eumenides talk during the prologue. Maybe she's kind of like knocked out, maybe. Like she's still there, but knocked out.
That's enough. I'll put you back together. Bite by bite if I have to. I have one last order for you, sister. Live.
Negative. As an AI assistant, I cannot accept an order which is likely impossible to carry out. However, as your sister, I can promise you this. So long as you hold me in your heart, I'll not let go. Locked and loaded. Pull the trigger, Dryton.
Hekatos, aim, fire!
Man. Yeah, that was really cool. It does make me wonder, because they showed Tetra and Mono and all that stuff, if it does feel like it's supposed to be a variant. The end of one world. Dryton enters the correct password. The powered up bullet pierces through N. So yeah, what we got before was the bad ending.
After
Wow.
the dust cleared, it was apparent. The shot that we fired had hit its mark.
I have been hit by an unforeseen projectile. Damage sustained. I'm detecting foreign cognitive circuits within my body. Analyzing. Analyzing. Error. I
We did it. But it wasn't over. Not by a long shot. Without the core powering them, the drones weren't much of a threat, but they still had to be dealt with. Engaging. Eumenides, assist. Eumenides?
Wow.
My weapons remained functional, even without their AI to control them. I could fight just fine, so long as I could ignore the ache in my heart. N was gone. The drones were gone. But so were the humans. We were too late. Just like Eumenides predicted. Did I do the right thing, Father? I couldn't be sure. After all, I failed to accomplish the mission he entrusted to me. But I had followed my heart. That I could be sure of. Father's dream, our brother's solution, and my journey. There was something tragic about it all. Somehow, maybe if I had tried harder, could there have been a different path? No, you would tell me the truth. Now I needed to face it. The past held nothing for me, but the future was mine for the taking. I knew my mission. To make sure humanity didn't end with me. I'll finish your dream, Father. Your creations weren't destroyed in vain. I'll learn from your research. Until I can make more people just like me. It doesn't matter how long it takes. One day, we'll be together again. As family. My world may have collapsed all around me, but it wasn't an end.
That's kind of crazy to see. I feel like normally you would see that with the keepers from the first game.
No. It was the beginning. A bridge to the future.
Oh, that was it. That was a short one. And then I think there should be one more, right? There we go, a new tale's beginning. I do wonder if, because you know what they would do in the first game here. If, oh look, she finds a talking Tanuki. Okay, that's where she goes to the Feast of Wolves, I guess. But I do wonder if they'll do a thing like in the first game where at the end of like every leader's, like at the last chapter of every leader, they would normally have like the same ending. So I'm wondering if they'll do that here, maybe. We'll see when we get to the other leaders.
Beginning? No, no. You've still got a ways to go before a proper beginning.
Huh?
Hello? I'm over here. This is what a dearth of mana will do to a person.
Where are you? What? Am I dreaming? A talking, floating animal?
What? Never seen a talking, floating animal before? Anyhow, listen up. What if I told you you can get a second chance? A chance to redo this world?
Oh, hold on. Okay, you know what? Let me save my thoughts later.
Redo
Because we're about to be done with this.
world? What are you?
Yeah, so that's what we saw, like, Dryson was talking about, right, in the Feast of Wolves in the prologue. About, like, saving this world, and I guess the others, I'm guessing the other characters, they're in the same position.
See, your world had another timeline it was supposed to follow.
Your world had another timeline. Oh, branching timelines. That's what we're doing now. So in Shadowverse 1 with that Aeolon, it was supposed to follow that?
But unlucky for you, somebody came along and fiddled with it.
Oh,
Real
wow.
mischievous fellow, leaving you with the worst ending possible.
Wow.
What? That... None of that makes any sense.
So, that gets me excited, man, because just imagine if they do redo the world, and then it follows Shadowverse 1. Just imagine we can get like retrains of the original characters into this game. Yeah, we can get like Mono, Tetra, and Enea in this game too.
Fine, don't believe me.
Like they'll be
Is it
born,
really
maybe.
that much more of a stretch than a talking, floating animal? Now, you got two choices. trust in the unknown and come with me? Or stay here and rust with this heap of junk you call home?
If there's a chance I can undo all this, I'll do whatever it takes.
That's the spirit. No time to waste then. We should...
Wait. If you want my help, then first I need some answers. What are you after? And what do you want from me?
Oh, you're a cheeky one, aren't you? Yes, very well, I'll play along. Our goals align, you see. I want revenge, and you want a fresh start for you.
Revenge.
All you have to do is blast some poor sods with those guns of yours, business as usual, and I'll be there, helping you along. Not a bad deal, is it?
Dreitzen.
Troy, what now?
Dreitzen. My name is Dreitzen. Dreitzen Ardalite. I thought you should know.
They all come with their own baggage, don't they? This one's less a pain in the arse than the others, at least. Right. Names. Yes, what fun. Dreitzen, was it? You can call me... Well, Tanuki will do just fine. Tanu for short, if it tickles your
Tanu.
fancy.
Okay then, Tanu. Lead the way.
Okay. And that was also short too. Okay. And yeah, I believe that was it. There you have it, guys. The next chapter will be available soon. Thanks for playing. So like I was never there for the, I was never there at the beginning of Shadowverse. So I'm wondering if they did this too, where they first did, Arisa and then Erica. But yeah, if you played Shadowverse before, then you might know what I'm talking about, where they did, I guess, one leader for each, I'm gonna guess, like, update or expansion. Because yeah, this is my first time just being caught up, like, really, to the story. I was never caught up. Like, yeah, I have played through the stories, but only for the rewards. I haven't been keeping track on, like, in the order of when they were released. But yeah, I'm wondering when the next story will be available. I am still recording this during, like, the first week of Shadowverse. This will probably be out within, like, the third week, maybe, of Shadowverse being out. Yeah, so yeah, there you have it, guys. That was pretty much my playthrough there of Dreissen's story there. Yeah. Yeah, very interesting. So, like, here's what I think about the story. I guess, I could give my thoughts on the story. I thought it was a really good story, man. Really, really good story. I thought maybe Neo could have done more, but, like, I feel like at the same time, he's already done his part for the story. I just felt like he could have been explored more, I feel like he could have been one of those characters that could have been redeemed, in a way. And not, like, just evil only. I feel like, Fira could have been the only evil one, and maybe even N. But yeah, then we get freaking Baphomet's Ardalite. So if you're new to Shadowverse, Baphomet was in the first game, but he was completely different. Like, very, very, very different from, like, from this version of him. And I'm guessing when they referred timeline with that Tanuki, I'm guessing that Tanuki is part of those animals that we saw in the prologue. Before that, they said the title of the story over here. I'm gonna guess the Tanuki is part of them. And that is, like, considered a timeline, maybe. That's my guess on it. Like, if we go to the next leader, I do wonder if we'll see those animals again, and then they'll open up another book and say the name of it. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be, I mean, if they go into order, like, let's see. If they go into order of the usual way that they go back in the first game, I'm guessing Love Sign would be next. Yeah, I'm guessing Love Sign would be next, because he's Forestcraft. So, like, if they open up a book saying the name of this story is Love Sign Story, I'm guessing that would be it. That could be a timeline. Like, each story is a timeline. Because the Tanuki said that in this timeline, it would have gone differently. And I'm guessing that's in reference to Shadowverse 1. But like, do you even want to go down that path in Shadowverse 1? Well, I guess for Iolan it's in a better state, I would say, than this. But yeah, I'm guessing that's what it is. You know, different books means different timelines. And that they have different versions of like Iolan. And then I guess Tokyo too. So like if you see Saito there, that means it's going to be a very different Saito. And then if they do like Natera and what else? What other worlds are there? Like that one Reveal. It will probably be like very different versions of the characters if you do ever meet them again. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. That could be it. And then, you know, in a way, just imagine if they do retrain them like that. I don't know. Like if we ever get the Shadowverse 1 timeline. Man. Yeah, with this game here, it definitely feels like it might go down the multiverse-like route. In a way. With the variants. You know, like how Marvel does it. Because, yeah, we had, like, this Baphomet here, and then we had a different one in the Shadowverse 1. Anyways, yeah, I'm sure like I'm, like, you know, just rambling and stuff. I'm not making any sense. It's just, this whole thing, you know, I love the Shadowverse lore and story. That it always makes me think of, like, what's gonna happen next. It's always engaging to me, you know? Like, Shadowverse 1 story, for me at least, felt so ambitious. So that's why I'm like just thinking so much about it. I just love the story a lot. I love the way they did the setting, and then the concept of like the keepers and stuff, and all the different worlds that they did before. But yeah, you know, speaking of worlds, it looks like we'll be going in different ones. So yeah, if like a Love Sign is next, then I wonder what his world is. Yeah, I do wonder if they'll repeat the worlds too, because we got Iolan here. So, like I said, maybe Reveal and all that stuff might come back. Velsar. Where would Dial be? I don't think he would be in a existing one. You know what? What is that Swordcraft leader? Hold on, let's go through the characters here. How do we see the characters? New deck. Here we go. So yeah, we got Love Sign, Marie. I'm just wondering if like their appearance would give a hint. So obviously, Kayori here, Yuihara. Like I'm not sure if there's like another like way to like learn about their background. But yeah, from the looks of it, she might be from Tokyo, which, you know, from the name, it's in reference to Japan, Tokyo. And her name is Japanese, just like Saito, and he's from Tokyo. So he's gonna be from Tokyo. I can maybe see Esperanza and Marie being from Isunia. She could be a Blade Right. Even with her accent being like very French. It could be, you know, it could be that or Alistair maybe. Either Isunia or Alistair. Then yeah, maybe she could be from Isunia. She could be the Escamali, you know, one of the Escamali people too. But yeah. Yeah, Love Sign I cannot think about. We never really had someone like I don't know what this outfit is based on with the culture and stuff. I'm not sure if it's like, you know, like Hispanic or Mayan or something like that, you know, like one of those. I can't tell. But I don't think we've ever seen anything like that in Shadowverse before. Then we got Galen. Galen, I have no idea. Anyway, his outfit kind of reminds me of that one guy from Reveal. That one guy that's like the sidekick, like I guess you know, the main henchman of Ishilindrig. He kind of looks like that with his outfits in a way. I've always thought that guy that I can't remember the name of. His outfit looks very unique and different. Adil, I have no idea, dude. It's just a monster. He could be from Velsar because they're all monsters, but we've never seen a monster like this before. But yeah, all I can really think about is Marie and Esperanza being from either like Asunia or Alistair. That's where it would make sense to me. Or it could be, what was it called? That one world, the very last world with Nerva and all that stuff. But yeah, that's all I can think of when it comes to that. But yeah, we'll see when we get there. Anyway, guys, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed my my theories and my story playthrough of Drytsin. Next time will be whatever is available next. But yeah, can't wait to play more, man. Dude, Shadowverse 1, my favorite Let's Play. If you want to watch that, it is there. Like, everything is there. All the story stuff is there. And then, yeah, then I'm just pretty much now moving on to this game, man. It feels so weird, different, being all caught up and stuff. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. So, yeah, that'll be it for now. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.